Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you. Today's video is going to be an extreme whole house all day clean with me. This is more in depth and longer than I normally do, and I'm going to do a voiceover through it, so I hope you guys enjoy. This day Brian had taken Maverick out and I just had Piper, so I did not realize how much easier it was to clean without Maverick around. Normally I do it during his naps, but this time I didn't have to worry about him waking up and like just doing the bare minimum because he was going to be gone for a while. So I love him to death, but I really enjoyed cleaning and not having to worry about time. So that box that I just took out, Maverick loved to play in it. His grandma sent him a bunch of stuff in that and he loved to play in it, but it has met its max and I finally threw it out and he wasn't really playing in it anymore. So I took that out to the trash. Here I'm just fluffing the couches. I use Pledge to dust with. Like I said, I'm still using up a bunch of cleaning products that I've had, and I am looking into Grove Collaborative to see. I know everyone's using it and I love cleaning products. That's why I am in the mess that I am in, because I have so much to use up before I commit to something like that. So I am almost through all my cleaning products, but I have a ways to go. And I do watch cleaning videos while I clean. I have several friends, I'm going to list them down below, that I actually love to watch. If you guys are looking for a cleaning channel, I will list them below. There are amazing women in this group of YouTube friends that I have, and I will list them and you guys can check them out if you want to. So if you are new to my channel, you may not know that I have recently gotten a Shark vacuum. I had a Dyson and loved it, but I wanted to switch over to Shark, and I have been wanting to film a comparison video, but I just have not gotten around to it, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys before I kind of forget what I love and don't love. But this, I am using the Dyson vacuum right here, and I'll kind of go back and forth in this video as you'll see. But one of the things that I love about the Dyson is that its charging station goes on the wall and it's just easy to grab with one hand. The Shark is not so friendly. It has like a fold over feature, which I don't love, and I don't see the point of it, I guess, so it stands up. I don't know. But I love that you can grab the Dyson with one hand and it is just so easily accessible. Sometimes I don't always have two hands to use, as I am showing you here, but that is one thing I love about the Dyson over the Shark.
Think about me because I'm starting to doubt we will find our way back to each other when you're on the other side of the world.
If you guys are not subscribed, please consider hitting that red subscribe button to join my YouTube family. I love having subscribers that are loyal and that love watching my channel. Brian and I have not vlogged in a while, but we love to vlog and kind of get to know you guys and let you guys get to know us. So if you are missing our vlogs, let us know. We kind of put it on hold there for a minute. I had a baby 8 weeks ago now, and we are just kind of getting settled in and getting our routine. So we do miss vlogging. So let us know if you guys are missing those. I will say also about the Dyson, it is a little bit harder to push and takes a little more effort than the Shark. And also the Dyson does a little bit better at getting stuff away from the wall. Like if there's like a crumb against the wall or dog hair, which I have a ton of, it does get stuff away from the wall a little bit better. I do feel that the Shark picks up dog hair a lot better, which I am super pumped about because I have a German Shepherd who sheds a ton and I try to keep up on that. Next, I'm going to move on into my kitchen. I am using the Windex multi-purpose spray. It is kind of a, I don't know, cleaner lemony scent, and I don't mind it, but I am excited to say this is almost gone and then I can buy myself some Mrs. Meyer's spray. I have tried it in the past and I didn't love it, but I have several friends who use it and swear by it, and they're just like, the smell of it is just so amazing. So get yourself some more and try it again. So I'm going to do that after I am out of this Windex, and I'm going to try it and hopefully get some really good scents that I like. for those of you who've been asking, Brian will pop in and out of this video a couple times. I know a few of you have been asking where he's been, and he will be showing himself a few times in this video.
But I want you close, and I still have hope. I'm waiting every day for you to come back and tell me we can work it out, forget about the past. Now time moves slow.
We recently had some of Brian's family at our house, and his aunt made the comment that I can fit a ton of stuff in my dishwasher, and I don't mean to do this. It just piles up and I just shove as much stuff as I can get in there, and I know I shouldn't, but it just happens sometimes.
Down by the sea.
If you are new to my channel, yes, this is a toilet brush. I have been told several times that's a toilet brush, and I actually had to go look at Dollar Tree where I buy them, and yes, it is a toilet brush. I just hope that I'm not known as the toilet brush cleaning lady. But I do love them. They are sanitized and clean, and I love them for like bottles and all that kind of stuff. So it's never been used on a toilet, so don't worry.
I don't know for how long I can carry on, pretending that everything's alright, and that it will be fine in the end.
I have had a few people ask about our coffee maker. We recently switched over from a Keurig to this one. It's a Hamilton Beach Flex Brew, and we are loving it. It is really awesome. You can do like the single cup, you can do a K-cup, or you can just put grounds in a little cup. You can brew a whole pot, which has been amazing with all the guests we've had here recently. So we have been loving it. So here I am breaking out the shark, and one of the claims of these new sharks is that they don't get hair wrapped around them, and I am the perfect example. I have not had my hair done, sore subject, in a really long time, and it is super long, but my hair is the perfect test for a vacuum like this. It gets wrapped around any vacuum. I will say the hair still does get wrapped around this, and I am looking at my head because I recently cleaned it and I didn't get it put back right, so the head wasn't working right. So anyways, I have to clean my hair out of this. I will say it is a lot less than the Dyson. Like, you don't have to take scissors out and like cut it. You just kind of pull it out, and it is really, really easy to clean and get all the hair out. It is so much easier than the Dyson. But the claim that it doesn't get hair wrapped around it is not 100% true, but it is so much easier to clean.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me.
So here I'm using an O-Cedar mop, and I love this mop. I know a lot of people like the O-Cedar like spin, I forget what it's called, but you spin the head or whatever. I don't really want to have to store that thing, Plus I have a sink in my laundry room that I kind of use as a mop bucket. So I love this mop. You just take the head off of it and throw it in the wash, or the pad thing off of it and throw it in the wash, and it has been amazing. And I kind of use it to dust under things, like on my hardwood floor, to dust under my entry table, and that has worked so well too with this thing. So I love this mop. One of the things that I don't enjoy about the Shark vacuum is that the head is so tall or wide. I don't know. It doesn't really fit that well under my cabinets. It fits, but it doesn't fit as well as the Dyson. I just feel like it's a lot more clunky underneath my cabinets and just kind of under stuff. So if you had like a low profile like cabinets, or they didn't have much room between the floor and the cabinet, you might not want this vacuum because it doesn't fit very well underneath there. I do love that the Shark has a hard floor setting and a carpet setting. They seem to work really well, as well as a boost setting that kind of is the max on the Dyson, and the boost is really amazing. It is way better than the Dyson's max.
Lucky, 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 I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two I won't remember who you are.
So I just had a couple loads of laundry to fold and make my bed. I had washed all of my bedding.
I'm on the right track. Here she goes. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I.
So I love these baskets. They're from Target, and they are like the perfect size, especially for the kids' laundry. They don't get too full. I make sure that I wash their clothes before they get overflowing in these baskets, and it's just like the perfect size load, and I can just wash it. It just makes my laundry routine so much easier.
You got that something that can't be seen. You got that one thing that's hard to come by. It's not your styling.
I should have dumped the laundry out of the basket because it's so satisfying to see a pile of laundry disappear, but I don't know why I didn't do that, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. This is day 2 of my whole house clean. It takes me about 2 days to get my whole house clean, especially chasing the kids around and everything. But I am moving into my son Maverick's room. He is about 20 months old and is into everything. So this actually looks really, really good. I had cleaned it before our family came into town, so it was not bad at all. Here I am just hanging some shelves for the monitor. I have had these for a while and just haven't had the guts to put them on the wall. They come with these 3M sticky strips, and if you are new, you may not know that I hate putting stuff on the walls like nails or anything, especially after we've painted. It just we spent all that time doing that work and then you put holes in the wall. But anyways, I needed to get these hung, so I put the tape on and I stuck it to the wall. Hopefully it won't mess up the paint, but these are just so I can see better. I used to have the monitor just sitting on that pile of blankets, in that bin, but I want to move that bin into Piper's room, so I wanted to go through those blankets. Long story, but I wanted to make sure I could see him from where this was located. I really like these, and the company actually sent me the corner shelf and then also one that you can put like on the wall like flat, so that was really awesome because you could I thought I was just ordering the corner one, but they sent both, so that was really awesome. Here I'm just going through all of Maverick's blankets, and a lot of these are like sentimental that people have made for him, and that just special blankets that we try not to use too much, but people have taken the time to make for him. So I was putting them in this bin, and I was gonna store those in his closet.
Talk all night if you want. I ain't got no place to be, no one's waiting for me. I won't lie, I'm into you. Got like a million ideas what we could do, cause I'm not gonna let you.
This is the toys that we keep up in Maverick's room. He doesn't have a ton of toys up here because most of his stuff is downstairs where I can watch him and see him. He is starting to kind of be able to play upstairs a little bit more by himself. There are locks on most of our doors, and the ones that I do not want him getting in, I lock because he has recently found how to open doors. So yeah, I feel more comfortable with him getting up here with some of those doors locked, but he plays really well up here, and I can see him on the monitor. I don't do it a ton, like maybe 5 minutes at a time. We're kind of testing the waters here recently.
When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say to me is like poetry.
I have said this before. I feel like I say it every single time that I change his sheets on camera, but I always put 2 sheets on and 2 mattress pads on. That way, like if you have an accident in the middle of the night or he throws up or wets through everything, you can just pull the top layer off and put him back to bed. So this has saved me so many times. I feel like I say it every single time, but a little tip for you moms if you don't want to be changing a bed in the middle of the night.
What you wanna do now was to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love. There's something about the way you fix your eyes on me.
Another thing about the shark is the head. To get it down and push it down is really odd. It's like has a very hard click, and it's kind of hard to get down, and I'm sure they did that so that it will stand up on its own, but it's kind of hard. Like I feel like I'm breaking it every time I push down on the head to get it to, you know, flatten out on the floor, but I just feel like I'm breaking it every single time I go to push it down. It's kind of odd, and I don't love that feature. Cleaning blinds is one of my very least favorite things to clean on earth. I just hate doing it. I don't know why. It just seems like it's just not very satisfying. I don't know. It's just something that I hate doing, and I don't do near enough. To clean all my glass and mirrors in this video, I am using the eCloth window and glass cleaner and the polishing cloth. I love these. I've talked about them several times before. These are my favorite of the eCloth like collection. They do such a good job, and you'll see me like several times in this video like use them for other things too. It's just they have tons of cloths, but I find myself reaching for these all the time, and I try to keep them clean as often as I can because I'm always reaching for them. But these are amazing. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're so great. This little bin that I place by the chair, this is a little book bin that we have started to use. I felt like we were reading the same books over and over and over and reaching for the same books over and over and over. So I wanted to find a system that we could like rotate through all the books we have because we have so many books. But this is a bin that I will go and pick a book from where I keep Maverick's books in the closet. We'll read it, and then we'll put it in this bin instead of putting it away on the shelf. and then that way we know that we've already read it and we can move on to some of the books that we don't reach for as often. So this has worked so well, and I find that we're kind of rotating through his books a lot easier. So here's what I'm talking about the shark and the fold over feature. I don't love it. I made it look kind of easy there because I've done it so many times, but it is kind of heavy and clunky, and I don't like that feature at all. I'd rather it have kind of tighter wheels that you can like prep it up against the wall or whatever. I don't know. It just is not great. Piper just wanted to be held this day. Normally she's not this clingy, I should say. That sounds kind of mean because she's just a baby, but normally she can kind of self-soothe a little bit more, but she just wanted to be held and help me clean.
Like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotion.
So throughout this video, I'm going through all of my fans in the upstairs and getting them changed over. In the summer, they're supposed to be counterclockwise, and in the winter, they're supposed to be clockwise, or at least that's what I've found. I can't really tell the difference, like, in the direction. I don't know. It depends on, like, how your fan blades are. Anyways, I'm changing all those over for summer, and then going ahead and dusting all of the fan blades. And some of them were pretty clean because, like I said, we painted and I took them all down and like washed them, but a lot of them were pretty nasty. I really like this 360 duster by Swiffer. It works really well for this. I used to do the whole like pillowcase over the blade thing, and sometimes that's necessary if they're really bad, but I find if I keep up on it, this does the job.
Like a late night with someone that I knew. I just hope you won't get hurt. I just hope you've been through worse. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can.
I should have got a clip of the vacuum itself and how it collects the dog hair. It's really cool how it collects dog hair. There's a section that kind of keeps the dog hair, and then there's another section where like the dirt goes, and it sounds kind of weird, but it really is amazing at collecting the dog hair. I'm just dusting our entertainment center upstairs, and I had dusted this like the week before because we were having company, but I just gave it a quick wipe down. Next, I am moving into our guest room, and like I said, we had family in town, so I'm just getting this cleaned back up and ready for our next guests. I noticed there were a lot of cobwebs in this room, so I just used this 360 duster and kind of just ran it across the wall, and it worked really well.
I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts.
If I could live without blinds, I definitely would. I do not enjoy having blinds, but our windows are a little bit older and it just helps to kind of regulate the temperature a little bit better, so blinds it is.
Now choose, you know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs, I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love.
Here we're just taking a little bit of mommy time. I have recently learned about myself that I do not like to start something unless I can finish it. And it kind of bugs me if I start something and I don't finish it, but I have kind of tried to get over that because sometimes you just gotta stop in the middle of something, take a break, and then come back to it later. Especially having 2 kids, this is a hard lesson for me to learn, but it definitely takes the stress off things if I can just kind of like, okay, let's just take a break and we'll come back to it later, and if we don't get to it till the next day, then we don't get to it. So I am definitely learning patience.
Knowing it's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love.
This is our guest bathroom and Isabella's bathroom, and I guess the kids' bathroom when they move upstairs for good. But right now they just kind of use our bathroom, but I just wanted to give it a wipe down after having guests and get it good and cleaned up.
I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this.
Here is a super quick sneak peek of Piper's room. I am still working on it. That was a disaster that you just saw, and I actually have finished it since then. Finished cleaning it, I should say. There are several pieces that I still want to get. I realize this is a whole house clean. I didn't show you our pool room or the laundry room because I was doing laundry the entire time that I was filming both of these days, and it was a complete disaster and wasn't going to get cleaned up for several days. But and the pool room is covered in decorations for Piper's room, and I didn't want to spoil any of that. So those are the 2 things that I didn't show you, but you will be seeing in future videos.
Did it bring me luck? Just the honesty. Now it's all on me. If I'm gonna win, oh, I'm just gonna get up. It rains down on me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me.
we don't use our tub a ton. I used it a ton when I was pregnant, but I don't use it anymore just because I don't have the time. If I get a shower, I'm lucky. So I just needed to wipe it down quick just to kind of get the dust and stuff out of it.
Just don't get enough from me. Just don't get enough from me. Wasn't even problems at all. Just don't get enough from me. Wasn't even problems at all. Just don't get enough from me. I gotta tell you something I could do.
I'm not gonna lie, I use the same head on both toilets downstairs. These little toilet bowl cleaners are way more expensive than they should be. And I'm cheap, so I use the same one on both toilets.
You loves me too. If I got $1 for every
I don't know what happened to the footage, but I did vacuum and mop in this little powder room here, but I don't know what happened to the footage. It like disappeared, but I did do that, and I show me replacing the rug at the end, so it's kind of confusing.
No, you didn't want me. All you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your matrix and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. No, you didn't win this. It's a part of the game. In the beginning, I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know, 'cause you did everything to prove me wrong. You were not the guy I thought. Now I'm beating you at your own. Yeah, if I got $1 for
So I talked a lot about my vacuums and kind of the review of both in this video. If you guys have any questions, like specifically about each one or whatever, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Please leave me a comment if you enjoyed this video. I love chatting with you guys. I've been a little bit slower here recently responding to comments just because I'm still finding my routine, but bear with me. I am trying to get better. I love chatting with you guys, so please leave me a comment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps to spread my video and have it suggested to other people. I'm going to leave my playlist, my cleaning playlist, at the end of this video, so check that out if you guys are looking for more cleaning motivation. I ask if you want more cleaning motivation and to see when I post, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. That makes it so you get notified when I post a video. To make sure you get notified, hit the little bell right next to it so that you know exactly when I post. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.
was a game.